Welcome to Africa Ascending. My name is Ama Koko Mensima, and we are back with more news from across the continent, presented in a new elevated format. Today, we bring you a powerful story titled Ghana's Youth Rise, a new era of leadership and rural impact. This is a story of community strength, citizen leadership, and the transformation of rural education in northern Ghana. A crisis in plain sight. In communities like Bincheratanga and Siiru, a quiet crisis was unfolding. School buildings were deteriorating, children were arriving at school hungry, attendance was dropping, and families were losing hope. The gap between national policy and local reality was widening, and the future of rural education was at risk. Introducing the CLEAR Project. To respond to this growing crisis, the CLEAR Project. Citizen-led action for educational accountability and responsiveness stepped in with a bold idea. Instead of waiting for outside intervention, CLEAR empowered ordinary citizens to take extraordinary responsibility for their children's education. Through School for Life and partner organizations, communities were organized, trained, and connected directly with education authorities. How it worked. The CLEAR model was simple but powerful. First, form community groups. Next, build their capacity with training in data collection, advocacy, and accountability. Then, connect them with district education authorities and allow the community to lead the change. This was not charity. It was citizen-powered transformation. Case study, Bincheratanga. In Bincheratanga, the results were immediate and inspiring. Community members repaired the head teacher's office, restoring dignity and functionality to school leadership. They successfully advocated for a water reservoir, a critical improvement for students and staff, and enrollment grew from 564 to 590 students, reflecting renewed confidence in the school. Case study, Siiru. In Siiru, transformation came through unity and shared purpose. The chief donated land for a school farm. Parents now cultivated together, ensuring food security for students. Women volunteered daily to cook meals, making sure no child learns on an empty stomach. Every stakeholder found their role, and the results speak for themselves. The numbers tell the story. The impact of citizen leadership is undeniable. Siiru's enrollment skyrocketed from just 41 students to 171, a remarkable 317% increase. Bincheratanga grew to 590 students with improved attendance and teacher morale. And nationally, Ghana continues to invest in education, supported by over $110 million from the Global Partnership for Education. Why this matters? The CLEAR Project proves a powerful truth. Lasting educational transformation begins when citizens lead. When communities design, build, and sustain their own solutions, the change becomes permanent. This is not dependency. This is ownership, and it is reshaping the future of rural education in Ghana. Ghana's national education landscape. The CLEAR Project aligns with Ghana's broader national investments in education. With major support from the Global Partnership for Education, Ghana is strengthening foundational learning and expanding infrastructure across thousands of schools. Community-driven action and national policy are now working hand in hand, creating a foundation for systemic, lasting change. The road ahead. The road ahead is clear. To scale this impact, Ghana can expand the CLEAR model to more rural districts. To sustain it, citizen advocacy must be embedded into local governance, and to inspire the continent, this model should be shared as a blueprint for Pan-African education reform. When citizens lead, education transforms, not because of what is given to them, but because of what they build for themselves. And that brings us to the end of today's report. I'm Ama Koko Mensima, and this has been another chapter in the story of Africa's rise, told with clarity, dignity, and purpose. If this update inspired you, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Africa Ascending. Your engagement helps us shine a brighter light on the voices, victories, and visions shaping our continent's future. Here at Africa Ascending, we believe in one simple truth. When Africa tells its own story, Africa rises. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and keep ascending.